Hi, today we're going to look at the JCPenney model 981 2785 23 channels CB. This one's pretty cool. I picked this up on an auction site. They wanted, I think it was $9 for it, and with shipping it came to a little over $20. And what attracted me to this CB was the microphone. I've never seen one like this before. I was able to look it up on the internet. It's called a Mura DX-116. I found one mic that was identical to this, but it was mislabeled. They said it was a, a speaker microphone. And I think the reason they thought that was, if we go back to the radio here, this radio is pretty cool. Most of the pennies microphones used a standard 4-pin connection here, but if you look at this one, it has a 6-pin. And the reason, let me put back in here, and the reason it has a 6-pin, I didn't know that at the time when I bought it, was the original microphone that came with it had a volume control, and you could control the volume through the microphone. And whoever bought this, the microphone is from around the same time period. It's a power mic, and you can adjust the power or the gain control, as it says on, I found in an old magazine article. I found this for sale. It originally sold for $30, but you can control the power through the little slider here. And that was the main reason I wanted this microphone. And this just came as is, parts only. I didn't know if it would work, but I thought I could probably get it working, which everything turned on except the microphone didn't work. And when I opened it, as you can see there, it looks like this battery's been in there since probably the 1970s or early 80s. It's the old Black Cat Red Eveready 9-volt transistor battery. I haven't seen those in years. So it was a little bit corroded. One of the terminals came off the end, so I had to resolder that. And then while I was doing that, I yanked a wire off the board, the circuit board and the mic. Had to figure out where that went, resoldered that back on, and when I turned it on, it worked great. I was able to reach a truck driver nearby, and he said I sounded great. Let's turn it on here. And you can see it works. Looks like we have some local traffic there. Okay, let's turn that down. And this radio is actually pretty cool. It has a lot of features. Of course, it has volume squelch, SWR calibration. That's really cool. You can calibrate your antenna. It has a light down here that will come on if your antenna, if the SWR is way off. The transmit here, automatic noise leveler, noise blanker, I think NB stands for, PA. It also has a tone, which is kind of, I believe it's kind of like a bass on the stereo, bass and treble. And it also has a fine tuning. From what I've read, it can adjust the frequency a little to lock in. This is all crystals, which is pretty cool. And what I also did here is we dump them out here, dropping all these. I replaced all the capacitors in it, put brand new ones in it. And like I said, it sounds great, it transmits great. And I'm thinking about putting this in our old 1977 fiberglass RV that we have. Kind of put maybe a vintage CB around the same time period in there. And like I said, if you look on eBay, you can find quite a few. If you type in JCPenney CBs, you see quite a few of these for sale. You can pick them up pretty reasonably. And, you know, looking at the features of this for 1976, 1977, it really had quite a few features on it for that time period. And when I looked to get the SAMS manual for this so I could look up the capacitors and all that, I couldn't find this listed. But looking at the board in it, it has a Uniden board in it, and this is actually the same model as the Midland 883 CB. And if you look at them, they're almost identical looking. So I picked up the manual for that, and it has all the schematics for it, the capacitors, and the instructions on how to do an alignment on that. So, like I said, I really like this CB. I've been picking up vintage CBs. I'm going to do some more videos on the ones that I have bought on the auction sites. And I'm just kind of reconditioning them, putting new capacitors in them. And I may sell them again or keep a few, but I'm having fun doing that. So just wanted to share this new CB, and I really think this microphone's pretty cool. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you like, and I will see you next time.